Well, when she rains, she pours, and my friends, it's best you get your rain jacket and your galoshes on. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning tea. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the winds blow. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni. I had a desk here I just spilt my coffee. Zamboni bringing the The FOMO index has dropped to 47 from yesterday's 50. Bitcoin dominance is 50.1%. 24-hour volume is 26 billion. The overall market cap is 1.06 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, considering that the geopolitical and societal skies seem to be falling, Bitcoin, while feeling the pressure, isn't faring too bad. So far, anyways. It's shown some weakness, but we talked about this, so it should have come as no surprise to anyone in this boutique community when Bitcoin price action, well, she had a little dumb. Continued bearish pressure could see us retest the goldenest of golden ratios. That's a 1.8% fib at 26.8 in the loving arms of the 20 moving average, because another rejection would likely send Bitcoin back down to test his channel support at 27K. And heavens to Murgatroyd if she didn't do just that. After getting a hardcore rejection from the 50 moving average, price action tucked its tail between its legs and started to pout all the way to our ascending channel support. Puppy pantsed itself through it and continued down, smashing through our channel of eternal monotony's support line, finding a bottom in a bounce at 26.9, and has composed itself somewhat back up to, at time of production, 27.1. So we're back in our old channel of eternal monotony, where we spent most of September. It's the humble opinion, this piano that will likely see a textbook retested, hopefully a bounce off the 200 moving average down at 26.8-ish, but failing a bounce from her will likely continue down to retest the channel support at 26.5-ish. Now over on the ding dong, we're looking at our fourth red candle in a row. We've only seen 4 red candles in a row in the past couple months. Once right here in early September, and the other was this epic dump back in August. Both had a 5th-day green reprise. So maybe we close today red and have a green reprise tomorrow, maybe. We have found support and a bounce off the 20 moving average, but seeing as though we couldn't get up and out of our channel, we'll likely explore the notion of floating back down and retesting the support at EGADS 25.6-ish, a price level we bounced off of for the last half of August, dipping underneath it only once And immediately coming back, quick look at the Wookiee. Sees we're just respecting our triangle's resistance level, now acting as support. After a textbook rejection from the 200 moving average, and when Canadian simpin' cock rich kid WEF puppet Hustlin' Pudo was asked why the Indian government found cocaine all over his private jet, Hustlin' replied, well, it's lucky they didn't find the dead prostitute. Is that a dad alert? Yes, it is. Yikes. She's no joke either. Looks like we're carving out the right shoulder of the mother of all head and shoulders patterns. And I say if she plays out, this pattern could take us all the way down to 19.4-ish. And would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, yet we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there and knock them dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leech. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee, join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. Or on the banks of boom the spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, ching.
Did we get everything right? Did the sound work? Was there a lag in YouTube? I don't think so. I think we might have fixed all of the little quirks from yesterday. Now let's just knock on wood here. The stream's early. It could go off the rails at any second. I put the comments back up there because it fills up the space. I mean, what would be there? Just a dirty old wall. I noticed there's a bunch of when I tried to kill the wasps with this white spray, I stained the side of that. So you see, I put this table here for this live stream so I could put my coffee, but I forgot about it when I was making the video. Zamboni, boom! I knocked over the coffee. And how sad is it to knock over a fresh? It's like I can't go up and get another one. It's all the way upstairs. I had to do the whole thing. Sans coffee. Good morning, Armin Clark Das Page, pianomattyb, OG, Y Daddy-O, XRP, A11Y, David Sony Music, pianomattyb, OG, Steve-O from Sacramento, JP, Squeaky McGee, Cresp, Roland, Bruce Mai from St. Louis, Mark Stone, hey, Canadian from Vancouver. XRP A11Y is in San Jose, High Power ICT, get off my lawn, Earth Scum, Mad Faded Baby, Snaky Pete Vapes, in BC. I always kind of envied people who could whistle their S's, whether it's accidental or on purpose. I have a friend who can do it. He does it all. It'll instantly crack me up. Flip a Frank, Mr. Andy walking in my SSISSIPPI, Cape Crypto from Cape Cod. Bruce Mai, Sarah S. in California, a Mad Faded Baby, Storm Chasing Video. Hey, pianomattyb, OJ helping to build the channel. We're almost up to 30. Once we get 30 members, we're going to do some private piano streams, request only, where we can deep dive into all your favorite requests. I mean, as long as we know it. We had a table. I don't know if whoever was there on Saturday, we had a table. What is with my throat here? And they wanted some weird song, and we didn't know it. And because we didn't know it, guess what they did? They got up and left. They just left. That's a Winnipeg crowd for you if I've ever seen one. Mario Cantonese. Do we have this guy pumping the likes again? There we go, pumping the likes. We got 90 on, 42. Ooga, 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 ooga. Ralphie, Meadow, family. Abby Dewan. Where is Abby Dewan again? Is that in India? Abby? Tim Hastings, Scotty Moe, and Boca Raton. Kenny G. Josie Wells, Ed Jones, Squeaky McGee. I just bought a little more this morning, kind of like 19K before it starts running up. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not the prettiest, wasn't the prettiest video when it comes to price predictions, or probability, should I say. But it was pretty when it came to brown leisure suits. I mean, how many people have a brown leisure shirt? The story behind that brown leisure suit, it's called a sweatcedo. And when I first started doing piano live streams back in 2021 or 2020, I can't remember, this company called Sweatcedo said, hey, would you wear these sweatcedos if we give them to you? I'm like, yeah, I will. So they sent me the black one, the brown one I wore today. That's called the Ballstein by Zoolander's dad. I think another one or is it black? And I don't know. Anyway, that's why those are there, or why I was wearing that. It's in my closet behind the phone. Like right there is the phone in a closet. One day, I'll take a picture of what the studio actually looks like. And it's one of those things that you may not want to see what this studio actually looks like, because there's a lot of times when people will ask me what a song I wrote meant. For instance, there's a song called $300 Song. And when they ask me what that song means or why the title's $300 Songs, they've already made up their mind what it means. And so they want me to kind of reinforce maybe what they were thinking about. But really the explanation always lets them down. So I figure probably won't ever show what this room looks like, because it's a ghastly looking room, especially now because I remember earlier I said it flooded, so the walls are gone. It's basically a studded room with a green screen and lights hanging like from strings and tacks, etc., etc. Sherry, welcome to the pianomattyb OGs. Thank you very much. That's one more on our way to 30, so we can have some private streams. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yes, Mad Fady Baby will take all the magic away. It will, because you know, when I say studios aren't the most people think of studios and they think of like some sort of Sirius satellite studio in New York. Well, this is a basement studio. Where XRB A11Y, where there's coffee everywhere over there. Yeah, I still haven't cleaned it up because I just don't have the time. I don't have 5 minutes in that production to stop and clean up coffee. I just have to keep going. Did I have 5 minutes between finishing the video and doing the live stream? Yeah, but I can't waste that time cleaning coffee. I'll clean the coffee after Duke goes to school, and then I do my exercises, and then right before I'm about to leave, I'll be like, oh, I should probably clean that black coffee out before it starts smelling like black coffee, which is better than it smelling like it flooded with water. So let's see. Let's take a look at some of these charts here. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks again. The 4-hour chart. Where's DZ here? All right, so there is our support. Where did we say our support was down again? 26.5-ish, right? We've had a little bit of a bounce. We actually got back up into the old channel of Eternal Monotony, but we couldn't do it. So this suggests to me that if we can't get up and look at these two dancing. Oh, there's JFK. Let's get back to business here. This rejection here makes the probabilities of going down higher. It couldn't get up. It tried. Look, that's a pretty healthy wick of rejection. So first stop, 200 moving average. Where's the 200 moving average? 26.8. That's a hop, skip, and a jump. That's $300 down. That's nothing. That could wick there and back. And then boom, there is the last bastion before things get a little dicier. So if we move over to the daily, right? So this is our support on the daily, which is 25.6. So what's interesting is that the 200 on the 4 hour is roughly where the 50 is on the daily. So that's going to be our double support. Hopefully we get a bounce. I can see it kind of going like this, bouncing here where DZ's shoulder or elbow is, then making another run for resistance, getting rejected, and come back down. Now, I'm saying it's going to come down because I am going by the narrative that this mother of all head and shoulders pattern will play out. It doesn't have to. I'm just saying if it is, this is how it would happen. We'd break through the 200. We'd break through the 50. Here's the one shoulder. Boom. Here's the other shoulder. And now, see, it's almost perfect. See, we can't get above this 200. Where's your elbow, DZ? Put out your elbow, buddy. Yeah, there it is. So we can't get above this 200 moving average. That's going to round out this right shoulder. And boom, here it is. We'll ride this little thing all the way down to 19.4. And look at that. That which once wicked will get candlesticked. Right there. Look at how it all kind of comes full circle. You know, someone left me a comment about that which once wicked, and they're like, well, I'm offended that you say that which once wicked and you bring in supernatural forces. It's not necessary to bring in these supernatural forces, especially when children are involved. I'm like, those comments catch me off guard because I have a knee-jerk reaction or I want to like go full R back into them and let them know how I feel about it. And it takes everything I have to just let it go. People have their opinion. Maybe it's valid. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't mix children's choirs with ancient Wick myths. But who knows? So that's where she'll play out all the way down to 19.4-ish. And here's one thing for sure. If it's 19.4, guess who's a happy little trader? Pianomattyb. And this is it's that mentality that you should have, because if you believe Bitcoin is going sky high, which I do, everything coming down before it does is an absolute gift. And if it goes down to 19.4, holy smokes, I just might hit the quota that I was going for. It was like my delusional quota for entering this bull run. I may get close to it. I don't think I'll get it, but I'll get closer than I thought. I thought if I got halfway there, I'd be mad faded baby. It'll be no surprise to this boutique community when it happens. We talked about this, so it should be no surprise. If it hits 19.4, it'll make for a good little video because we've all been talking about it right now. Now, do I think it'll hit 19.4? Not necessarily. That's a big dump. But listen, we are right in the throes of just the perfect storm of geopolitical, societal shitstorm, basically. So all these things can put downward pressure on Bitcoin and the markets in general. Let's take a look at this here, where the Dixie is. Where'd the Dixie go? 105. Daisy, come on, buddy. Got to be way up here. So was this support? Yeah, this was. See that peak back then? Back there? Boom. Here we are now. So if we bounce from here back up, we will see continued downward pressure. If we break through this and keep going down, well, we'll see Bitcoin basically going back up. Which I think would make it maybe the most resilient little so-and-so we ever done, gone, and saw. Because amidst the shitstorm, geopolitical macro background, if it can retain itself and keep its composure with, it kind of is, all things considered, it's not doing too bad. Where's this screen share? Can I take it to this thing? Let's see here. This is risky business I'm doing here, folks. Let's see if I go back there. Is it still there? Oh, there we go. So I don't miss these comments if they come up. Okay, I was about to grab my glasses that don't even exist. Barbaric Puma just overlaid the 2015 and 16 chart and the current chart, and we have been perfectly following the 15-16 cycle from peak to the day. If that holds true, we should have break up tomorrow or today or tomorrow. Interesting. Yeah, well, that fractal could play out. What did we say back on this? The daily. We have 4 here. Boom, 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 boom. We had 4 here. Boom, 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 boom. Green candle. 4 up here. You can't see it because I just put the comments back. Jesus. Well, up here, there's 4 candles. And then boom, this little 2 days of green, then more bearish. So then we bounce. You see DZ bouncing off the support at 25.6. Oh, he slipped down there as red shoes got in there. Red shoes. So that's where we might likely go. So maybe Barbaric Puma, we might see that green day tomorrow. But there's also this. Summary of September PPI, Producer Price Index, rose 2.2% year over year, blowing past expectations for a 1.6 increase. So this is a leading indicator of what the children's table will look like, the CPI. After falling to a low of 0.1% in June, headline PPI is now accelerated for the 3rd straight month. Show more. Okay, I was wondering what that was going to DZ. Let's get DZ somewhere more comfortable here. How about right over there? Okay. The U.S. core PPI rose 2.7%, accelerating from the 2.5% increase in August. Headline core PPI is now back at the highest level since May. Bottom line, inflation is still too high for the Fed. Let's put him right by his ear there. So, what does that mean? Inflation is too high. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? It's hard to tell anymore. I don't even know because, in a normal world, certain things have bullish pressure, certain things have bearish pressure. But I feel now, job reports come up in a good way. Oh, it's not good for the market because everyone is anticipating this big bad guy here. Scotch on the rocks, old booze breath. Jerry Papa's put DZ on his shoulder there, whispering sweet nothings. DZ on his shoulder. Let's pump those likes up. 72. Can we get to a hundo? Maybe. 93 viewers. 72. It'll be a tough one. It'll be a tough one to get. Being a numbers guy, getting to 100 might be tough with 94 viewers, but we'll see if we get there. If you haven't, maybe try. Good morning, Fifth Nail. Adam San, I like to watch the blockchain backer, and he's fairly adamant that if we broke through 26K, that something is fundamentally broken in Bitcoin. Well, those are big words. Something is fundamentally broken in Bitcoin. I'm not sure if that is indicative of something being broken, but I guess he's referring to the fact that this is the longest bear market we've ever been in, and by now we should be up and above. But, there's a couple things that we haven't seen before. This type of war, right? War is a weird pressure that, the last Bitcoin bull run didn't see. We just saw a war in our minds. We saw a psychological war where people were trying to psyop you left and right. That was a war. To me, that was the beginning of World War III, but we won't get into that. Now we're seeing part 2 and part 3 of World War III, where they start pitting these sides against each other. But the first was the psychological warfare on our brains. And that's the only thing we had. So now we have these two actual boots on the ground war. That's going to change things. It's going to it's going to basically make people go, oh, wait a second. For me, I see it nothing but bullish, but I see everything as bullish because there's the inevitability of this asset is there. I'm more confident about it now. No matter every time something bad happens, yeah, there might be a knee-jerk reaction in the market and it goes down. I don't care. Buy some more because eventually when it takes off, it's gonna go. My biggest fear is that I do have some dry powder still waiting. Should I wait? It goes against everything I'm saying to wait, right? But I try to stick to what the numbers say, even though my heart isn't in the price probabilities I put in. I just read the numbers. And when I make those charts, I'm not like hoping they go there or I hope they go there so it looks like my probabilities are high. I don't care. I'm just saying what the numbers are telling me. And then fundamentals may come out and change everything. Tom Wilkes, would you be so kind as to tell me the last word? We're playing the same game as our... Where'd that go? As our psychopathic elected elites. It's elites. Tom Wilkes. I wonder how that could be misconstrued. Playing the same game as our psychopathic elected elites. I guess so. It's kind of like most songs that I think I know the lyrics to, I actually don't. And when I get to that part, I start kind of mumbling. We're playing the same game as our psycho. That's right. It's the long game. I come back with all the confidence in the world once I got over that thing. Hopefully that. What kind of dry powder, Barbaric Puma? Not Trudeau powder, is it? Wouldn't that be funny if Trudeau was on a Coke binge on a plane and then got to the hotel? Because I've heard stories, you probably have too, that he was so messed up that he couldn't even get to the meetings. Now, that might be exaggerated Trudeau haters. And every time I think that I am surrounded by people that understand what kind of a simpincuck he is, I realize, man, there's more simpin cucks for Trudeau than I've ever seen, which is really scary because I think if he were to pull a snap election, there he is. Look at that dancing. Unbelievable dancing. In the 70s too. 86, 14 more likes. If you're sitting there with a like up your sleeve that you haven't hit, maybe we can get to a hundo. Let's get Duke down here. Let's pump it, Rocket Man. I've always heard leaders until, I see. Psychopathic elected leaders. Interesting. Leaders instead of, okay, I'm going to try to mute this so I don't blow everyone's ears out. Hopefully it doesn't. Did you guys hear that? Everyone calls Duke Duck Duck because his Lola, because he's half Filipino, couldn't say Duke. So she'd say Duck Duck. Where's Duck Duck? Where's Duck Duck? And so it kind of just stuck as Duck Duck. Here he comes. He's not happy about going to school today. We'll do some shout outs from the Duck Duck. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Always appreciate seeing everyone joining me for a cup of coffee. 100 people around the world tuning in just for some coffee. Hello, buddy. Okay, remember, let's not spill the coffee. I already spilled the coffee today. Let's go this way. You're not in the camera. Don't spill it, buddy. Okay. We're going to do some shout outs. Okay? Let's go. Fifth Nail.
Fifth Nail, have a good day.
Digital Citizen.
Have a good day.
Armin Clark.
Have a good day.
John Super
Have a good
Fresh.
day.
Oh, hold on a second. We don't want to rush through these shout outs, or else the people will feel like, oh, he doesn't really care about these shout outs. Now we'll make him over dramatic. John Super Fresh.
Hi Hi, John Superfresh. Wherever he is.
Sarah S. in California.
Sarah, hi, Sarah S.
In California.
in California.
Barbaric Puma says Duke, the legend himself. Barbaric Puma.
Hi, Barbaric Puma.
Dave Digital.
Of course, hi, Dave Digital.
Of course, Dave Digital. Hey,
Who even is Dave Digital?
it's a good question. Who
Is
is?
it a girl or a boy?
Yeah, I think it's a boy. Who is Dave Digital? Look at Scotty Mo. Scotty Mo made the hats.
Where?
Down in Boca Raton, Scotty Mo. He made our Killer Keys hats, our give or take 100 million. Swashbuckling Scallywag.
Who's that guy in the corner?
That's Viddy Boo Boos.
Is he listening to you?
Yeah, I don't know if he listens to anyone. He's busy developing the Ethereum token. Swashbuckling Scallywag.
Why don't I hear him talking?
Who?
Biddy Boo Boo.
Viddy Boo Boos? He's not. I muted him. Higher Power ICT.
Have a good day, Duke. I mean, high power.
Okay, sing us out, buddy.
We're playing the same game. Is our psychopathical what did awaits? That's why it's a long game. So you won't have a fantastic day. I wonder makes the boom to make Bitcoin crypto morning tea. Yay!
Whoa. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
Make sure you like and subscribe.